Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome back to the Fourth Quarter Podcast, the #1 sports podcast there is in the whole entire world. And as you can see by the caption, today is fourth quarter interview time. And we have us a special guest going to join the show very soon. And like I said, man, like, comment, share, let everybody know we in here. You do not want to miss this interview. This is about to be not a good one, but a great one. Give my guest another few minutes to go ahead and get acclimated and send that request so we can add him. Then we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started, man. But like I said, y'all go ahead and like, comment, share. Let everybody know we in here, man. Fourth quarter interview time. Let me go ahead and like, comment, share, man. Like, comment, share, man. Get it out there. Stars are always welcome and appreciated. No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There he is. Mr. Eddie Jackson, man. Thank you for joining the Fourth Quarter Podcast.
No doubt, man. Appreciate it for having me, man. Thank you.
Hey, man, we always trying to get, all our legends up here, man. Before we start the show, I definitely want to give you your flowers, let you know that you are a legend in the upstate New York area, specifically Rochester, New York, for sure. Definitely one of the big bros who I can call if I need any advice for anything, football, life. Definitely one of my favorite players watching. So definitely want to give you your flowers right now before we get started, man, because everybody like to wait till somebody not here to give them their flowers. But you are one of them ones, man, for sure.
I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it. But I always, I'm always here if you need me, man. But I love what you're doing out there in Cali, man. You left, man. You had a dream. You did what you needed to do. I love that you're giving back out there, man. That shit is it's. I'm just happy for you, man. I love that you
Nah,
doing what you're doing, man, and you look very, very happy, man. And I'm proud of that.
I'm just trying to do my part, man, to put the city on, man. That's what it's all about.
For sure, King, for sure.
But let's go ahead and get things started, man.
Yeah, for sure. What's up,
Eddie
man?
Jackson, born and raised Rochester, New York.
Yeah, man. Yep. Born on the west side, man. Tennessee and Lennox, man.
Okay. Hey, give us on that area.
It was it was tough. It was a tough area. But you pick up a basketball, or you pick up or you sell that green stuff. So
Okay.
I picked up I picked up the ball and ran with it, man. Most of my friends, they went the other route. Some of them not here, some of them locked up, dead, or they still in the streets. But I took another route, and I said I did good for myself.
So we can say it's safe to say that Rochester is a very tough place to grow up, because a lot of people don't understand. When we say we're from New York and we say Rochester, people like to always assume that it's the city. And we're not the city.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? We definitely upstate. So people think it's just a whole bunch of farmland and animals, like open land, and that's far from it. And we are definitely the trenches.
Yeah,
so
man.
a little bit about that, man. Trying to navigate growing up in a city where it is so much crime in the city, man, and so much destruction and poverty.
It was very, as a kid, it was easy to get into that life. It was very easy to get into it. But I think it was more harder to stay out of it. And it was just, and having my mom and dad around and older brothers, not being in that life, actually, like, made me feel like, okay, I don't got to be in a life that my friends are doing it. But it was very, like, tempting, though, because you kids, fifth grade, sixth grade, coming in with wads of money and shit. I'm like, this is crazy. I want that shit. Yeah, I want that. But it was very, very tempting to do. But but when also when the hood see that you have like a different talent, they won't even let you be around that type of stuff. So
Keep you away.
I was very, very, I was very, very, you know, I was very, very, pleased to not even be let into that conversation, or even around that type of stuff, because of my old head around, it wouldn't even let me. So I appreciate that, for
So
sure.
you definitely came from a good household, because a lot of people in our area do not come from a good household.
Yeah.
Just speak about your household for a minute, man, about your parents and about your siblings.
Yeah, man. My mom and dad, man, they when I think they split up, they was together, most of my, you know, childhood life. But I think they split up when I was like probably like 12 or 13.
Mhm.
And that took a toll on me, 'cause not seeing my dad in the house, but my mom held it down and stuff like that. But sports wise though, like it that sports wise, my mom and dad always came together for
Okay.
us, especially for me. So they put their differences aside, and always that was every game for me. So that was seeing that was very very lovable. But like I said, it was very tough. It was very tough for me, not seeing my dad every day at the house. So I was getting in trouble a lot.
Mm,
So sometimes I couldn't even go to practice, or I get sit out of a game, or like a half of a game or a quarter or something, and because I didn't know how to express myself as a black teenager. So I'm missing my dad, or I want to go to my dad's house, or my mom, she'd be working double time because she had to, pick up my dad
mm,
slack because my dad left, whatever. So, it was tough. But then my older brother, he was gone doing doing his dreams,
mhm.
playing football. Then my older brother, I think he at that time he had a daughter, and I think he also had twins coming. So life
Wow.
hit him. Then my sister, she was out the house at that time too. But everybody played sports though, and everybody, we'd come around together to watch sports, especially like a big game or something like that. But sports was always in our household, and that was always the glue to our family. So
Are you youngest?
yeah, I'm the baby,
Man, let's
man.
talk about being the baby of the family, man. How was that? How was that aspect?
Man,
Baby,
I hate that. I can curse on here.
yeah,
I
of
hated.
course.
I hated that shit, bro. I hate that shit to this day, dog. For real, man. It's like it's like I say something serious, like
Mhm.
we'll be here like talking and whatever, and I say something serious, and my sister be like, "Shut the fuck up." I'm like, "Yo, like what?" Like, she didn't say shut the fuck up, even though she like, "No, I'm joking," but she didn't say shut the fuck up or something like that.
So they
Like,
not
well, you the baby.
they don't like taking the baby
Yeah,
serious,
they don't like
basically.
to take the baby serious or something like that, but most of the time. But they know that it's all it be all jokes and love though. But as a kid, I hated that junk though, bro, because I always was like, I couldn't be, I couldn't be around them as much
Hmm.
because they'd be talking about some other
Hmm.
stuff that I wasn't supposed to listen to, but or they'd be doing something that I wasn't supposed to be around, and all I wanted to be around with my brothers and around my sister, see what they just to see what they was doing, but.
Of
Yeah,
course. Now, family
yeah, but
is a beautiful thing,
yeah,
man. I got 14,
yeah.
so
Wait,
I
talk
know.
about pause. We not about to just. You got what?
I thought that wasn't known. I thought everybody knew that. Yeah, I got 14 siblings, man.
Nigga, so I swear to God, I never knew that, dog. You got
Well, yeah,
14 siblings?
yes, yes, yes. 14 siblings, man.
Damn, dog.
14 siblings. I'm third oldest actually, so that just put in perspective
That's
how many
crazy,
folks are
bro.
around. So I definitely understand the whole sibling aspect, man. I make sure I talk to them every day, and we
That's
make
what's
sure that
up,
we
man.
bond and keep that bond. I always see you posting your sisters all the time, so that's why I make sure I had to bring that up because I love
Yeah,
that. Like I actually love when siblings are together because a lot of people growing up in the black community, a lot of times they can split once they get to adulthood and they don't really share that time with each other ananymore. But I love
yeah,
that you spend a lot of time with your siblings, man.
yeah,
That shit is dope.
yeah. And it wasn't always like that though, and especially when like our mom passed away, we also like. It was like our first time ever, like of course it's your mom. It was you know it was like we split up as like a siblings,
Mm,
like we split up as because we all had different ways of grieving. We all had different ways of grieving, and me being a baby, let me tell you the story. Like a lot of people don't know this though, but so um damn, I'm getting a little emotional thinking about it, but I'll be
time, bro.
okay. So so when the doctor told us that our mom wasn't gonna make it, right? I started like crying very, very, very hard. And I hit the table in the office, and it kind of like cracked or sounded like it cracked or whatever. And I was crying, and my older brother Mo which is my hero, everybody know who Mo is. He came to me, hugged me, and whispered in my ear and said, "Yo, I need to be strong. I need you to be strong for us." As soon as he said that, I stopped crying. I haven't. My mom passed away in 2015. I didn't cry until 2018, 2019, just because he wanted me to be strong for them. And like we all had our different ways of grieving. My grieving was my you know the way I dealt with it was just stay away from people.
Okay.
So I moved all the way out in Greece, way out in Greece. I'm talking about by like the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So when we all, just separated, and then when our dad passed a couple years later after that,
Mm-hmm.
that was more of a wake up call. Like, yo, we need each other. So for the last 5 years, we really been embarked on. We got to do more things together, and that's what we've been doing lately. And it helps us out a lot. Like you can tell that everybody is happy, and we check on each other. We joke around with each other, and it's pretty amazing, man. I mean, I hate that something that tragic happens in our life for us to
Come
do
back
that,
together.
but come back together. But like they said, God don't make no mistakes, and I think that's why He
And
did
I'm
it.
pretty sure your parents probably would have wanted it that way anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
hearing no more. And definitely prayers and support your way always. Every time Mother's Day, Father's Day come up, I
Yeah,
make
you
sure I
do,
inbox and show love because I
you do, man.
can't imagine not having minds, bro. And I know what that means to us when we really
Yeah,
love our parents. I definitely always want to show that love and show you that respect for real, bro. Because I know that's got to be tough, man. I know that's got to
yeah,
be
yeah,
having neither
yeah,
and having losing both of them, almost in the same time span
yeah.
is very tough. So I'm always gonna show my love and support to you and the whole family, bro.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it
Now,
for sure, man.
what got you into football?
Um, what got me? It was all in my house, man. It was
Okay.
my dad played. My mom even
Oh,
played. Like, she was an athlete, so she played. But my brother, when I was coming up, my brother was, everything to Rochester. He
mm,
was Mr. Rochester in football. So like, I just wanted to be like him. I just wanted to make him proud. But the crazy thing about it, everybody know my brother
mm-hmm.
Mo, but my older brother Man was quite an athlete too. Though he played quarterback,
Okay.
so he was really like the man too though, and he's the reason why I like he's the reason why like I was like, you know what, I could do this stuff for real, because he
Okay.
gave me the confidence like, ain't nobody can fuck with you, bro. You can do it. And I'm like, all right, well, my big brother say I can do it. Fucking let's
Facts.
do it. And then he's also the reason why I played varsity as a
Mm.
freshman. I wasn't trying to at all. I wasn't. So he'd have like, I was staying with my brother because he was living right down the street from Marshall. And he was just always bragging on me, like, yeah, my little brother about to play freshman as a varsity, and he gonna start. And I'm looking at him like, this nigga tripping. I'm 5'6", 135. And up, and one day, Muhammad, we split the JV and
Wait,
varsity.
wait, wait. We're gonna
And
get there. We're gonna get there. I want. I
oh,
want.
okay.
I want to jump down.
uh,
Because
my bad. But
now,
yeah, but yeah,
what
that's how I got to
organization?
football.
What organization was the first organization you played for? Is it Southwest?
Come on, man. You know it's SWC, baby. That blue and gold,
Throw some
dog.
shots real fast. It's Big Baby Street over here, man. Bulldogs all
Yeah,
day, man. Don't,
yeah,
you
man.
know,
Yeah, it's not even called Beta Street no more. It's called Northwest, my
that's what
guy.
That's why I said Baby Street. I'm talking about my guys. I'm not talking about these imposters. But go ahead and explain. How was it playing
Oh man.
organized football for the first time? Because I'm pretty sure you play football, around your area, with your family. But how was it actually playing with pads on, helmet, shoulder pads? How was
Um,
that for the first time?
the first time was kind of weird a little bit, because I'm like I said, you always played in the neighborhood, and
Mm-hmm.
you'd be moving, you could get through small cracks and all that shit. And but with pads on, man, it was kind of different. You couldn't go through them small,
Mm-hmm.
the small little holes, whatever, because people grab you, and you felt like your speed go down
Yep.
because you got these equipment on, and you so little, you got these big old helmets on. It was different. It was difficult, but you can, you adjust it. You're a player. So within that that first year of playing, it was kind of you know, it was a kind of adjustment. I didn't do very good my first year though.
Mm.
I know that for sure. We had this kid named Devin. He was fast and lightning. He played four back. I played the two back. So he got mostly all the touchdowns. But then I played with on that team. I had Dwayne Smitty. He played fullback. I had Matt Jones and Jonathan Jones.
Okay.
So I had the Twin Towers. So
For sure.
they was dominating shit. Who else I had? I had some other hitters too though. I had some guys on that team. I had no, I had type. I had some people though, bro. I can't remember, but
What would
it was a squad.
what would you say was your welcome to Pop Warner moment?
Oh my gosh, bro. I hate to say it though, man. I hate to say it because I don't want to give Baden Street no freaking light, man. But listen though, man.
Yeah.
I never forget this. I never forget it, man. It was my first time playing against Baden Street, bro.
Hmm.
And it was a power eye, 22, no, it was duck 23. I mean, I had like a duck step and I hit the 23 hole. So we ran that play like twice in a row. I broke like 10 times. I broke both times 10 yards. And every time I cut back, I slipped. And coach like, "Hey, you gonna break this up?" I said, I know I am. So man, I went through that hole and I went to cut. And I don't want to say it though, but was playing against Bay Street and Tierra Holiday, a girl,
Wow.
laid me out, bro. She laid me out, dog. And I didn't know it was a girl
Until after.
until she took her helmet off at halftime. I'm like, yo, I'm like she hit me like that. I was like, yo, I don't think I want to play football no more, bro. But yeah, man, she hit me very very hard, dog. And I was like, this is crazy. That was my wake up call. That was,
Ironically, my welcome to Pop Warner moment actually happened in practice, man. Now, I know everybody when I say this can understand my pain, but 6 inches, man.
oh
6 inches. A coach have you doing 6 inches and literally walk away, go talk to other coaches.
yeah yeah
I'm like,
yeah.
yo, bro, how is this? How is this football, bro? What about this is supposed to be getting me ready for the game? Like I just didn't understand it. That shit almost
Six
made me
inches,
quit football,
yeah,
man.
man.
For real, for real.
6 inches, man, was a deal. That broke a lot of
Yeah.
kids, man.
Especially if you got coaches who want to just leave and
Yep,
go talk to other coaches and parlay while you
yep.
man, listen, bro.
I,
That shit
I,
pissed me
I
off.
remember when I left Southwest one year. I left Southwest 2 years because my cousin, he was a coach for the Rams,
Okay.
and he told my dad like, yo, he don't gotta pay if he come play over here.
Hmm.
My dad was like, we gonna go the cheap route. We gonna go play for the Rams. So they had this coach called Coach Payne. The first week of football, every level practice with the Coach Payne, like on the big field.
Everybody.
Everybody, Coach Payne. His name was Coach Payne for a reason, bro. And I promise you, bro, the second day I wanted to quit, dog.
Hey,
He
but that's
had his he had his bear crawling. He had his 6 inches. He'd come walk by you and put his foot on your chest. I'm like, man, this dude is crazy, man. Smoking a cigarette. I was like, this dude was wilding, dog.
hey, but that's the importance of football. That's why I
Yeah,
always
man.
tell a lot of mothers out there who be against it to let their children play, let their sons play football, because it teaches them how to grow up fast, teach them how to be a man, teach them how to take responsibility, listen to
Yeah,
other men, take orders. A lot of that stuff is strictly survival mode. Even if you're not playing sports, it just helps you in the real world. So
yep,
definitely always appreciate all my coaches who put us through that bullshit.
yeah. Yeah. It was really bullshit. But the crazy about it, when you get into coaching, a
Hmm.
lot of that stuff that you learned in Pop Warner, man, you have to reteach that
Yeah,
now.
basics.
So it's the basic stuff. So that's you always get back down to that.
Now you had a brother who was one of the best players to ever come out of Rochester.
Yeah,
Probably the best wide receiver if you want to be technical. Um,
buff,
went did this
buff.
thing, went to Syracuse.
Yeah.
Played for the Buffalo Bills.
Hmm.
So as a young child, how was that watching somebody who's actually accomplished a goal that we all had when we were 7 years old, and you actually get to see it up front in person? How was that
Um,
experience for you?
it was it was dope as a kid. It was dope for him. It was dope to see my brother um do all these things and achieve all that stuff. I'm a brother's keeper. I love my brother. I love my family. Um, and I always put my family in front of me. So I loved it, for him.
Mhm.
But for me being a football player, I didn't like it at all because it was like I always have to do something more so people
Mm,
can see me.
mm,
Right. My coach in high school came to me one day and was like, do you want to be noticed as Mo's brother, or do you want to be known as Eddie Jackson, Mo brother?
mm.
I'm like, it's pretty dope. At that time I didn't understand what he's saying because I'm always gonna be Mo's brother.
Yeah,
But then I had to realize that I could make my name for myself. So
exactly.
what then I had to think about, like, what can I do to make my name? And what I did, it was I just had to put in extra work, man. I really put in extra work. Like, I know you probably seen, like the stats and stuff
Of
about
course,
me and Rob
of
and Martin. We
course.
really was out there every day at the U of R, running routes, running the hills, and just getting stronger, man.
Mhm.
Just doing what I was supposed to do, and paid off, I guess.
Now you played high school football for John Marshall.
Hmm.
Um, speak a little bit about that. How you said you played varsity as a freshman.
Then played varsity as a freshman. My first high school play ever came to me on a reverse.
Mm,
I had a reverse, and let me tell you about this though, man. Let me tell you about this. So we had this guard named Torrance Jones. He's very, very successful now. He's a pastor and stuff like that. So all week when coach was like, yo, our first play, we're gonna do a reverse, we're gonna catch him off guard. I'm like, okay, bet. Who that shit going to? And you gonna do the reverse. I said, me? Like, fuck, dude. Like don't I'm 5'6",
mm.
135, man. These dudes our line weighed itself was 1,000 pounds. So I'm not used to this. So I'm like, all right, cool. Reverse to me. All right, I'm just about to put my head down, just be out. But we watching film on a Monday. They got these two linebackers, Jake Johnson and Pedro
Okay.
Sosa. Jake Johnson, he's like 6 foot, 230, 240 with a neck roll, number 40.
Neck roll
Mike
something.
Oss, right, Mike Ostop. Then they got a linebacker number 86. He like 6'3". I'm saying, yo, like, all right, these dudes big, but I know they ain't faster than me,
Mhm.
but they come downhill very fast. I see it on film. So Torrance Jones, he's pulling, he's leading the way. So I'm like, all right, cool. Torrance, all you got to do is hit Jake. That's all you got to do. He's the outside linebacker. Hit him. I'm fine. Just
Got
hit him. I'm good. Right? All week, I'm telling him, do it. So in the huddle, Jeremiah called it. I said, Torrance, just get 40. Get him. Just get him. I'm like, bet. So the play start. I comes around. I catch it. I catch the pitch. I see Torrance running. I see him square his shoulders up. I see 40. I said, bet. He about to hit him. This nigga slipped.
it. Not whipped on the
this
block.
this nigga slipped, man. So I'm like, oh my God. So I just start heading to the sideline. Man, and Jake hit me, man. Hit me so hard, bro. I flew like it's some movie shit. Like I flew right like under the coach's legs. Like he said, welcome to varsity, young man, and help me up. He helped me up and like shot like I'm my feet dangling in the air. I land, he hit my helmet.
What what team was that against?
Gates Chala.
They Shiloh.
Man, they beat us 28 zip, dog. Yeah.
So what made you play wide receiver, or was that a coaching decision, or did you always, or was it a
Nope.
thing you trying to?
So I started playing receivers. Now we got to go back to Pop Warner.
Okay.
So I was playing running back. I was playing running back my whole life in Pop Warner. So it was before, probably like a week or two before our first game. And in our backfield, it was like three great backs.
Hmm.
We had me, uh Deuce, that's Dwayne
Okay.
Bruce. And we had this other guy named Reggie Smith. We all three good running backs, real good running backs. And one day when we had a quarterback that can throw the ball and type. So one day in break, like water break, it's crazy thing about this. So I think it was like on a Monday. My brother Mo caught a bomb that Saturday before on
Hmm.
TV. against
Right?
in the dome.
Yep.
So I'm trying to imitate him. So take shoots as far as he can. I'm gonna get it. Coach sees it. Eddie, do it again. I said, bam. I do it again. I caught it. And he was like, what you think about playing receiver? I said, bet I can do it. Cool. So now, instead of subbing, the running backs in, we already got our 2 running backs. Now we got a receiver. And now we got a quarterback. And it's written from there, man. I had my first year playing receiver, I had 25 touchdowns.
Mm.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm playing receiver. I ain't about to play running back. Running back stupid anyway.
Now you put up some crazy numbers at Marshall for one.
Yeah,
It's a
man.
crazy story, right? I remember I probably was like, I want to say 12 or 13,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I had a cousin who went to Marshall, Marlon Williams. He went to Marshall.
Yeah, I remember, Marlon was my guy. He a cop now,
Yes,
right?
yes. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in Mexico end of this month. He's getting married out there.
Sweet.
But I go to his crib all the time, right? And he would talk about you every day to the point that I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this guy he keep talking about, bro? He talked about you like you was God, bro, but in a respectful way. Like he really was saying what is obviously true now, but that just goes to show you that we come from a time where there was no technology for real like that, right? Word of mouth, like, and your name was ringing crazy. Before I even seen your face, I knew your name. Like, I knew who you was. So
dope, man.
Let's go ahead and talk about your high school career, man.
Yeah. High school was fun, man. High school was definitely fun, but it definitely I went to Marshall, man. You gotta be special to live to survive that, man. It definitely you had to. Because we didn't have everything that every school had. Like our weight room was terrible. Our gyms was terrible.
It was terrible.
Fair was terrible. We didn't have no track.
You had half a track, right? You had like 100.
No, bro.
One lane.
Yeah.
They had that
No,
one
you
little
had
strip.
a black track. We had like 4 lanes in that thing. Yeah, so it was terrible. Like we didn't have nothing. We didn't have nothing. Like it was, but we had to make it what it was, man. And we had to compete to even be, you know, to be mentioned to anything. So we had to compete, and it was so fun, man. Because the years that I was there, like when it was football season, you could tell it was football season. Like the
Right.
basketball players, they'd come support. They be all in other people's face, like, man, my boy, blah, 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 blah. But when it's basketball season, football players, we do the same thing, you know? It was all love, man. It was all love, man. And, you had your little fights here and there, but it was all mostly all love, man, the whole time. But it was so fun, man. And me playing football and you know, doing what I'm supposed to do, like in the, always in the paper, so people will see me. Like, what up, little Mo? I'm like, fuck, I'm tired of the name, but what up, what's up, man? And to be honest, I got away with a lot of stuff because of
Of
me playing football and stuff like
course.
that. So
Would you
yeah. So,
would you say being Mo's little brother, did that add extra pressure
yeah, it was,
on you to go out there and perform?
man, it was a lot of pressure, man, because I didn't never wanted to mess up. I never wanted to mess up because I didn't want people like, oh, he ain't not like his brother, or I ain't want to let my brother down, but I didn't never wanted to let my mom down either. So it was hella pressure, man. So speaking of that pressure, John, I knew it was coming at a young age because the paper, even before I even played the varsity snap, man, the paper was like, Mo's little brother, another Jackson in the era and stuff like that. So I went to my coach, like before we even got our uniforms. I was like, hey man, I want number 9. Number 9 was Peter Ward number.
Okay.
And I like Peter Ward a lot. So I'm telling him for like a week straight, like, yo, I want number 9. Can I please have number 9? That's all I want. So when I go up there to get my uniform, he shoot me a jersey. I'm not even looking at it. I didn't look at it. I know it's number 9. So
Right.
I go into the locker room to put my to get my book bag because I'm about to leave. I see a dude named Adrian Shaw with number 9. So I'm thinking like,
What number
yeah,
I got?
we gotta have 2 number 9s. Man, I start walking to the bus stop. I look, this motherfucker gave me number 1, bro.
You didn't want number 1.
I didn't want number 1 because I ain't want the pressure on my brother.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure a lot of people automatically assume you wanted number 1. Because that's the number that most kids want. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
I want number 1 in high school. Like,
nope.
So that's a crazy story being that you didn't even want it at all.
Nope. I had number 9 my midget year and my junior midget year. I wanted number 9. I never wanted number 1. I
Did you
wanted
try
number
to switch?
9.
Did you try to switch with the guy that had number 9, or did you say fuck it?
I said, fuck it. Because he was a senior. He was a
Okay.
senior. So it was like,
Okay.
all right, I ain't about to, yeah, I'm good.
No,
I'll just stay with this one.
I think that worked out perfectly though.
Yeah, now I love it. Now I want my son to wear number 1. I won't touch it. He want number 8 for Lamar Jackson or number 12 for Travis Hunter.
Now, um, you did play. If I'm not mistaken, you had at least 1 year with Ashton Burrow.
I had 2
2
years.
years. Okay. So, because
Two.
I was on Matt's prep doing my research. I think it was your last year. You put up 800 yards receiving.
844.
44.
Yep.
And what was it? 12 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Now, is that a school record?
I think so. I think so.
Because
I think
a lot of people got to understand when we say that 844. This happened in 2007, 2008,
yeah.
where the Rochester
Was it
City School ain't no passing the ball, right? It's
Yeah.
straight Rickley running the ball. So for you to have 800 yards in the season is crazy at that time. Like
Yeah.
somebody
So
got that number now, and they probably think, okay, but no, back then it
yeah,
wasn't no
it's crazy.
passing, no passing.
Yeah. So like that year I had 33 catches.
Mm,
Just think about that. I had 33 catches. No, did I have 33? No, I had 44 catches.
okay.
44 catches with like 12, 13 touchdowns that year with 844. So, and then not just passing the ball, we ran a spread offense with a
Oh,
dual quarterback. So he had to spread the ball. Every other receiver got to have 3 or 4 catches a game probably. And I'm sharing that and still having to put all those type of numbers, but also I have to play the best receiver on the other team too. I had to play corner. So it was different. It was definitely different.
who would you say was the best cornerback, or if not a cornerback, what was the best team you played against in that era? Because you guys had
Mm.
some real tough battles with East. Real
Yeah,
tough battles with
yeah,
East.
yeah, yeah. I'm 2-2 against East,
Yeah.
but the ooh shoot, I would say, uh, uh that's tough though, bro. That's a tough question. That's a
That's what
tough
we're here. That's
question,
what we're
man.
here for, man.
That's a tough question. You talking about the best team or the best school?
Best both team player. Who
All right.
who did you have the toughest matchup going against that year? Because like I said, you put up historic numbers.
Yeah. So I would say the bet the the best school the best team I played against was that 05-06 East team
Okay.
with Brent McGill at the middle
Mm-hmm.
linebacker. He got to be one of the best linebackers ever in
Shout
Rochester.
out to
Him and Brent
Brett, man.
Brady, he that motherfucker was smart. He was calling out him and Terrell Cunningham from Monroe.
Okay.
Not from Monroe. He's the head coach from Monroe now, but he played for Marshall. They the best linebackers I ever seen, like dissected like an offense great. Like, but that team, that 05-06 East team was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit was nuts, man. But the best, one of the best corners that I played against was Akeem Solomon for Wilson.
Okay.
So let me tell you about Akeem though. Akeem played with me at Southwest. He was the littlest nigga on our team, but the strongest nigga on our team.
Okay.
But he played center and nose tackle. Was different. He's a different animal. Went to high school, played corner. And let me tell you this, man. This the reason why I got in the lab because this nigga, he had he had used to put his hands on me and jam me. I
Mm.
couldn't get off the shit. I couldn't get off it. And I didn't understand why. So I told my brother, I asked my brother, like, yo, what do I gotta do? Like, what? He said, man, you gotta work on your craft. You gotta get in your shit. I was like,
He
bet. You don't gotta say nothing. I'm like, all right, you don't gotta say nothing else. So that off season, I just worked on releases and everything. But King Solomon had to be one of the best corners that I ever played against. But
shout out to
yeah,
King, man. That's
yeah,
what's up.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man. He was different.
Who who was your favorite teammate on that Marshall team?
Um, I had a lot of good teammates though, man. So I had to go. I had to go. I'm gonna go my first 2 years at Marshall because I was the youngest. Then my
Okay.
next two, my junior sophomore, because everybody else looked at me because I was on varsity already. So my first two, my freshman and sophomore year, my favorite, my best. I can't say my best teammate like all these guys like really like looked over me. Like when we used to do team dinners, they used to come pick me up and take me to team dinners,
Mm.
or they used to pay for me and stuff like that. But my teammates was my favorite teammates was Daryl Thompson, Mike Hawkins, Quentin Jones, Terrell Cunningham, all those guys. Like I would say, but I want to say my favorite though was AI. He was the backup quarterback. Alan Young. He was he was the first dude that used to like, oh man, if you mess up, man, don't worry about it. I got you. He used to stay after with me to throw the ball, just to get the feel of the ball, stuff like that. So I say he was one of my favorite because he knew that I was going to be special, like our first day of practice. So that was one of my favorite, one of my favorite teammates, and I love him to this day. He coaches and come ask me, questions and stuff about and training his son and stuff like that. So I want to say he was one of my favorite. But my favorite, my junior and senior year has to be my cousin Terrell Wyatt,
Okay.
Booby, the one that shoot the
Bro.
suns out,
Yeah.
buns out one. Yeah, so he was my favorite teammate because we played Southwest together. He also was my cousin,
Hmm.
but he also he was a great leader in our. So I didn't have to say much. I just had to show out and prove. But he was my favorite because he definitely if I'm fucking up he's the only person that could yell at me. Nobody else could yell at me. So yeah,
Now, like I said, you did play alongside one of the greatest quarterbacks to also come out of Rochester,
yeah,
Ashton Burrell. What was he like, man? Because you played with him at a younger
yeah,
stage of his career before he went to Russian Rieta and did what he
yeah.
did out there. So,
So playing football with Ashton actually helped me out a lot too, because Jeremiah, my first 2 years, he had one of the best arms ever. Like he throw the ball very very well, deep deep throws.
mhm.
So I was a deep threat. But then when Ashton came, Ashton had a powerful arm too, but he lacked deep
Mm.
accuracy. He lacked it a little bit. So I had to change my whole game into to the immediate throws, like the hitches, the curls, and sometimes the digs or the slant. So I had to work that middle. So I had to really work on my releases, getting off the jam, manipulating the defense and stuff like that, or how I run my route. So that actually helped me mentally, you know, for everything. So but playing with him, playing with Ashton, and the first crazy thing about it when he uh came, we started practicing for varsity, he actually like came to me like, yo man, I want to be great. So my plan is to catch 100, throw and catch 100 passes with you, a day every time we work out. I learned that from Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison. I said, bet, let's do it. I'm a coach fan, so I said, let's do it. And that's what we did. And it got a lot better. And, you seen what we did, and, it helped us a lot.
Now that's super dope, man. He's also another one
Yeah.
of my
Yeah, man. He was a
now.
good dude, man.
Yeah, because I remember when I was playing for Baden Street, I think I was playing Pee Wee and he was playing midgets.
Yeah.
And I think I'm older than him. So I'm just looking at
Yeah.
him like, yo,
Yeah.
who the
Yep.
fuck is this tall?
Yep.
I didn't know if you know his age at that time, but looking back now, it's like, damn, that's how you let you know how special somebody is for real, for real. If they playing a couple
Yeah.
up. Um Now, like I said, you play high school in 2006, 7, and 8. Who you listen to in your headphones, man, getting ready before a game?
Oh man. So the my freshman and sophomore year, I was listening to Jeezy. Jeezy, man. Thug Motivation 103,
Oh,
man.
gotta do it.
That's what I used to listen to. But then when I became when Eddie Jackson stepped on the scene, I listened to Beyonce, man. My sophomore, junior, my junior and senior. Yep, yep.
Before a game, you listen to Beyonce.
Beyonce,
Hey, y'all
man.
heard
Yep,
it here, y'all.
yep.
First time and fourth quarter.
I listen to Beyonce, man.
Give me the song.
It,
Now, I need the name of the song so I can try to pick
it,
my.
it,
Oh,
to be honest, it didn't really
didn't
matter,
even
man.
matter.
It didn't matter. It
What was
just hurt. It
it
had to
about her,
be
man?
so as a receiver, you have to think about a lot, right? As a receiver, you have to think about you have to think about down the distance. You got to run your route. You got to catch the ball. You got to get off the jam. You got to know the defense. You got to know what they're doing. It's a lot of stuff, and you can't be hot headed. You got to keep your feet under you. You got a lot of stuff you got to do in playing receiver. And I couldn't listen to DMX to get me hyped, and I'd forget something. You know, I forget something. So it's nothing like having a beautiful lady
Oh, shit.
whispering in your ear,
That
bro, to calm
makes
you
a lot of
down.
sense. That makes a
Yeah,
lot of sense.
so I listen to Beyonce, and yeah, and just yeah,
I'm not gonna
Partition.
lie, that's the first time ever
Uh,
in my
but it's
entire life hearing a football player
yeah,
told me they listen to B before a
yep.
game.
But it's one song though. It's one song that used to get me, like especially if I play like a real big game, like if
Mhm.
I played against East or something. I listened to this song called "Smash Into You" by Beyonce,
Okay.
and it was just very very mellow off the Sasha Fierce album. I want to say it's like track 11.
Let me
But
write that down. Crash
yeah, yeah,
into.
"Smash Into You," man.
I'm
It's
gonna see what
pretty mellow,
that
man.
be about. See if I can listen to it before I go to the gym
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I listen to Beyonce, dog, and
Now that's dope. Now that's
I
dope.
listen to it all to this day. Yep.
Now that's dope, man. It's great to hear different perspectives from football players because a lot of people like to put us in a box and expect us to listen to a DMX or a Chief
Nah,
Keef,
nah, nah,
stuff
nah,
like that.
nah,
So
nah.
for you to go to the left like that with Beyonce, speaking
Yeah.
of left, to the left, to the left.
Yep, yep, yep.
Now that's super dope, though, man.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Now like I said, you had a very historic high school career. Um, how was college recruitment? What was college recruitment like?
College recruitment was pretty dope, man. It was interesting for me. A lot of colleges used to come to the school and visit me, but like I didn't really have the grades, so I had to go to that junior college route.
Hmm.
So that's what I did. I went to the school in Brooklyn called ASA,
Okay.
and then I got up out of there, then went to school in Philly, and it didn't really work out there. So
How was how was first before you can get to there? Did you looking back? Did you regret not having
yeah,
your grades up to par to one of
yeah,
those big schools?
yep, hell yeah, man. To this day, man. That's why I'm a teacher now, man. I'm trying to tell these athletes, it starts now.
Hmm.
So yeah, I definitely regret it. I definitely regret
Would you say
it.
the girls were a distraction in high school?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
we can
all the
be honest here, man.
yeah,
Like I said, you was one of the best athletes at that time, man.
yeah.
Like a very known, popular athlete. So I can only imagine with the biddies at John Marshall High School how they
It
was
was
treating old Eddie when he came into school,
yeah.
waiting for
So
him at his locker. All that I
yeah.
already know.
So it was it was the some of the girls, but it was also me though,
Okay.
man. I can't blame it on the girls. It was me. I felt I was very very humble. Like anybody know, I was very very humble. Like I always showed humbleness. Like
Mm-hmm.
when people like, hey Eddie, man, you great. I appreciate it, man. Thank you,
That's
appreciate it.
a
Boom
fact.
boom boom. But also back in my mind, like I'm good. Like
You knew.
I know who I am. Like I know it, and I'm gonna be good. Like I'm gonna go to the school and kill and boom boom boom. But reality set in very very like I want to say my senior year. No, my junior year. I got hurt like a week before. I tore my meniscus, and I still played. And it was a magazine that high school people used to like publish.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Varsity Media. Varsity
I remember.
Media.
Yeah, I remember varsity
Yeah,
media.
and some dude whoever made the thing like talking bad about me, like Eddie, he's not that
Wow.
as because the year before that I made AGR.
Mm-hmm.
So that I was a sophomore, I made AGR, and the next year I didn't do good at all because of I had a knee injury.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason why I played because I felt like my team needed me, and Ashton needed me too
Mm-hmm.
to be out there. That was his first year,
Okay.
so I just felt like I needed to play to give him a security blanket or to at least you know let teams adjust to me, double team me so somebody else can happen, to be open or whatever, being a decoy. So I played the season, and the dude was talking very, very reckless to me, and that shit like, really hurted me. So I'm like, I don't want to play football no more. That's like, as a kid, I'm like, I don't want to do this shit no more, really.
Mm.
And I got healthy at the end of the season, and the number ranked 8 Marshall went to number 1 uh Churchville, and we beat Churchville. And I was like,
But that for states,
cool.
right?
Yeah, man. We beat Churchville. No, it was the first round of playoffs.
Okay. But
First
you
round of
guys
play.
did win state. I'm not.
Yeah. Not that year. The year before that we did. The
Okay.
next year we did.
Okay.
But my senior year we did. But that year we beat Churchville. We Avon Collier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's when I bossed him. That's my guy to this day, though. I bossed him for the game winning pick. But
Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah. So at that time, I was like, I don't really don't care about playing football. So back to my senior year, I told my brothers like this is another story about me playing football, and this leads up to college. So I want to say like 2 weeks before my season ended, I didn't know that my season was going to end, but it was just like 2 weeks, probably the beginning of the playoffs actually. Um, I told my mom. I went to my because at that time I staying with my brother again because he lived down the street from Marshall. So I went to my mom's house, and this was like my first time ever like expressing myself, saying how I felt about something. And I told my mom, like, Mom, like I don't know how to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like I don't want to play football no more. And
Mm.
she was like, why? Like, what's the reason? I said, I just don't know. I just don't want to play it. I knew a reason
You know.
why. I just didn't want to tell her why. But I was like, I just don't want to play football no more. And she was like, okay. I like, but now, like, I don't know how to tell Man and Mo, never my older brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, they tell just tell them. They understand. All right, cool. So a week later, my brother come. My brother come because at that time he's living in Syracuse with his wife. Um, and she's becoming a doctor and stuff like that. So he got to be there to support her. So he comes home. We at my brother's house, we playing man and all that. And I told him like, yo, man, I got something to tell y'all. I don't know how to tell y'all, but I'm gonna just tell y'all. And my older brother, he like I said, I'm staying with him, so he see, you know, the girls coming. He said, but you got a bitch pregnant. I said, no, man, I don't got no girl pregnant. so So I'm like, nah, man. I just told him like after high school, man, I don't want to play football no more. I don't. And my brother's like, why? I'm like, I just don't know, man. I just don't like it no more. And I see man was like, man, like my brother, man, he smoked weed. He like, man, you tripping. Man. You the best I ever seen. And he left like that. Mo, on the other hand, sitting down looking at me and just like looked away and just like zoned out. So I'm like, damn, I hurted him. Like
At the
I ain't
point.
mean to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my last game, my last high school game, we lost to Webster Schrader in the finals, whatever. And I had a real good game. I broke the record that game too.
Okay.
I had 14 catches that day, that game.
Okay.
So I I'm fine. I'm not crying. I'm at that time I'm like shit. This shit is over. Like my
Mm.
football career is over. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm fine. So Mo see me I'm walking back to the sideline. He jumps off the stands from Pig Tech, come hug me and said these words to me, and that's when I started boohoo crying. He said, if you never want to play football again, you don't have to. You the best I ever seen. You way better than me. If you want to play football again, I'm there for you. We could do this shit, Eddie. And I started boohoo crying. I said,
Dope.
that's all I wanted. That's all I fucking wanted to hear this nigga say I'm better than him. I won. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I'm fine.
No,
I
nah,
am
I could
fine,
definitely
dog.
understand that for sure,
I am
man.
fine. But I ended up playing again and playing college, transferred out of there, then went to school, and I ain't like it, so I came back home.
So the school part was what messed you up. You can say like you didn't really like going to school, or what you didn't like the
Yeah,
area. Why was
yeah, I
hard?
didn't like the area. I didn't like the area. I didn't like the area at all. Then the football coaches didn't really want to give me a chance.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to give me a chance because I was from New York, from
Mm-hmm.
Rochester. So I just felt like they didn't really want to give me a chance. But I was killing in
Okay.
spring camp and all that stuff. I was killing, but I was behind Hines Ward nephew
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. That nigga was terrible, bro.
Politics.
Politics. That shit was terrible. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going back home, man.
So would you say that was your last? That was your last stint of playing college ball?
Yeah, yeah.
And then what would
hmm
you say your next time playing playing football was for the Ravens, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, 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 yep. Next time I came back, played for the Ravens. I didn't want to at all. I didn't want to play it. But Tyshawn
Mm-hmm.
Daniels, like convinced me to
That
just
was the side.
come play one game. Yep. So they come play. one game, see how you like it. I was like, man, all right. And that's what I did.
Now, speak about. I want you to speak about that because you're a declared football player coming up to this point. So it's like, how, what kind of culture shock was it for you to go from professional settings to semi-pro, where there's
Yeah.
almost no. We talking about early 2010s and
Yeah.
so,
It was definitely a culture shock because it was like, and I don't want to like ruffle nobody
oh
feathers or
no,
anything like that, but
hey,
like
that the
a
past is the
lot of
past.
like it was so shocking to me, like knowing that like a lot of these dudes don't know football.
Mm-mm.
Like these don't know, like these dudes was calling hitches hooks, and like I'm like, the fuck is you talking about? I'm like, all right, okay. So it was just different from me, man. It was like I can't, I ain't gonna do this shit this much longer. I just did the shit for my boy Ty, man. Yeah, that's what I did.
But you did end up going and playing for a historic semi-pro franchise with the Sting, Monroe County Sting.
Yeah,
And you
man,
guys had a
that
lot of
was fun.
success there, man. Talk about
Yeah.
that experience with the Monroe County Stings.
So speaking of that, I got bullied into doing that by Mo Rice. Mo,
Hold on. A lot
yeah,
of stuff that happened in your football career was not your doing, man.
not
That's
me.
one
I'm
thing I'm
not
finding out
doing,
right
man.
now.
Yeah, man, it's not me, man. So lot.
Oh,
So it's not my fault that people couldn't check me. It was I got bullied into that to being that monster, man. So yeah, man. It wasn't me. I didn't want to do it, but Mo Rice made me do it. He
okay.
wrote me on Facebook like, "Yo, little bro, I need you." I'm saying, "What's up? Like, what's up with you?" And he was like, "I need you to come play for me." I'm thinking he playing like flag or something, play semi-pro, man, sing. I'm like, Mo, man. He's like, man, just come out there, see how you like it. And I'm like, all right, cool. I come out there, and we had this quarterback named Lamont
Mm.
throwing the ball, and I'm like, who's the starter? Like Lamont was throwing the ball, then Newt was
Oh.
throwing the ball too, and Newt was my cousin.
Mm.
So I'm like, I don't want to catch no football from Lamont, bro. I'd rather catch from Newt. Like, but the thing about it, at that point, Newt was just coming back from playing receiver or something from Free Lakes or something. So he was getting used to playing quarterback too. So I'm like, but this dude Lamont not good at all. Like I don't see how he's even a starter. So we doing a scrimmage. We doing a scrimmage and nigga Lamont couldn't complete a pass, bro. And now I'm getting upset because I'm like,
Effect.
you niggas got me out here doing dumb shit. So I yelled at Mo for the first time ever, like Coach Mo Rice for the first time ever, like, yo, man, fucking put New there. And they put New there, and that shit just changed. I was like, fuck it, I'm riding with Newt. Yeah, I'm riding with Newt. We with Newt,
What
baby.
you guys won? You guys had a three-peat, right? You guys won 3 straight. Hold on. Unmute. You want to mute? Unmute yourself. You must ignore. You must ignore the call. Nah, it's you still on mute. Yeah, you gotta hop out and get back on there. Hey man, I definitely appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Interview not over, man. But you got technical difficulties. If y'all could, man, go ahead and drop some foes in the chat for me, man. Drop some foes in the chat, man, for the fourth quarter podcast.
My bad.
I already know. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you said you yelled at Mo for the first time. You put
Yeah,
Newton in
yeah, man. Yeah, to put Newt in the game, man, and that shit changed. That changed the Sting history.
no, for real. Like I said, you guys won 3 straight, or was it 4?
Yeah, three,
3
three,
straight.
three.
And
Yep.
we talk about national championship,
Yeah,
y'all. Like
man.
people don't understand how difficult that is because you dominate your area, you dominate your location, but then you have to go and play in Florida against a team that you have no real info on for real. And a
Yeah,
lot of people don't like to give us our credit for being football players in upstate New York or New York period, man. So
yeah.
just go ahead and talk about that for a minute. The misconception of New York just being strictly a basketball state.
Yeah, and that's where the world got shit fucked up at, and because us people from Rochester, we go anywhere in the world and play football, you're gonna hear about us, and it's proven. Seven McGee, he went out
Facts.
to Cali and went and killed
Same
all
kid.
these
All they
kids
did
that
was just switch
switch,
location. Same
right?
kid.
Same kid. He didn't do nothing different.
Nothing.
Same kid to go kill. And all the kids that went to Cali to stay with the guy and not they got D1 offers
Hmm?
and all that shit is nothing. Like it's football is football. We just it's just different for us. But then we like around that same time when we go to play football in Florida for the state titles and stuff like that, we used to really go play down there to go play flag football
Hmm.
too. Like flag football, like in January is legit down there. Like you play against like NFL people like
Hmm.
all the time, and every time we put a team in there that's serious about it, like it be literally no lie, man. And I hope somebody's on here that actually played it. Like I hope probably Bernard is probably in here or Cadero. I see Cadero. Like it really be like 300 teams playing in this tournament for the whole weekend. And Rochester team, when we put a team in there, we usually win it or we be in the finals every time, bro. And we just be killing. We go down there and kill every time, bro. But then we also have to put into this perception. Every time we have a sport team here, professional or in basketball professional arena, we always win a championship
Facts.
against
Facts.
all these schools, all these teams that have talent from all over the country. We are bred locally. Everybody that be on that team is from Rochester, and we go out there and kill shit. Like the Rochester Kings, the Razor
Mhm.
Sharks, the Raiders. They all be from Rochester, man. We all have jobs, fucking 8 to 4.
Right. Bless you.
Then appreciate it. Then we come kill. So it should be
Now that's a fact. I be hitting that misconception, man. But
good,
I
man.
believe it's starting to go away because we technology for one, so everybody's getting a little more exposure.
Yeah,
And then
man.
a lot of people are traveling to different camps and stuff like that and exposing
Yep.
themselves. So
Yep.
I think that is
Also,
changing.
yeah, it's definitely changing. And one person that is like single-handedly changing that now is
ETC.
a young man, Messiah Hampton, man. He's changing it. The kid
Facts.
from Monroe,
Facts. Who did
that
he just get offered from?
I forgot, man.
He
It's
had
all these motherfuckers
all the
schools he
top
getting offered.
offers, so that's really
Yeah,
dope. It's
all of
really
them, and I'm so I don't know the kid personally,
hmm
but me and him we exchange messages on IG, and
okay.
every time we try to work out, just weather up here is kind of
Mhm.
crazy, so I'm gonna reach back out to him when just to see if I can help, if he need my help, I'm gonna extend my hand, but I don't want say like, I worked with him and this is the reason why he got no nigga. I just want to give him a couple more things to put in his toolbox,
Now shout out to him.
but
Man. The
he
whole
he
town down
he
for him.
yeah, he's definitely changing it because he's getting these kids in these schools to look at Rochester,
Mhm.
Rochester now,
Facts.
because he's doing all these tournaments, in different states, and he's really killing it. Like I watched it the other day, he was really killing them dudes, and it's like these dudes they just play football all the time. They don't be
No,
that
they,
good, man.
they don't,
But
man. It'd be like who
yeah,
you know and
yeah,
location
yeah,
and
yeah,
how that
yeah,
stuff be out of a 16, 15, 7-year-old, 17-year-old kid control. Like if they
yeah,
parents is not actually being active and helping them go to these camps or
yeah,
go to these workouts, it's gonna be very hard. Like
yep,
it's so much you have to do that people don't understand for you to even get offered in itself.
yeah,
That
yeah,
it
bro.
doesn't mean just being a good football player because Rochester have 1,000 good football players, even great, but it's like that's not enough. You
Yeah,
have to go and
yeah.
pick out there.
Also, man, like, I had to put this out there too because, like, uh, Vic Snow from Vic Snow, Newt's son,
Mm-hmm.
he went out there to Cali. He killed, and now he has a scholarship at Buffalo.
Dope.
Like Buffalo didn't even look to come around down the
And they
street to
just
look
made
at
it
this
one.
kid.
You're right
Right,
next to us. Y'all right up the
right.
road.
So he had to go to Cali to get noticed for you to come give this nigga a
I
scholarship.
hope he don't
Like
go to
that's
Buffalo
why
for the turn them down. I'm sorry.
they're not they are because he played for them last year. So he killed last year. Now they offer him a scholarship, so
Oh,
he got to stay
okay.
because they knew that he was going to enter that transfer portal and
And get,
it was going to be over
mm,
them. So they had to offer it to
Buff
him.
does that, man. Y'all right there, like y'all know we got a good talent
Yep.
pool.
Yep.
Regardless, y'all don't want to keep local talent. I understand that, but at the same time, man, go get the kids that can actually ball.
Yeah.
We have a
Yep.
lot,
Yep.
so that's definitely frustrating.
Hell yeah,
Now
man.
outside of your brother, who would you say was your biggest inspiration? It could be an athlete, somebody in the town. Like, who was somebody that inspired you? Outside of your brother, obviously.
Um, like in the sports world or just in
Both
life?
in life and in the sports world, because they go hand in hand.
Okay. Damn, that's tough. That's very, very tough. Oh, that's a good question, bro. Um, inspiration that helped me. Um, okay. Outside this, it's not really like outside the sports world because he was my coach,
Mm-hmm.
but my coach Muhammad.
Okay.
To this day, if I need to reach out to him, I can reach out to him, or I'll just go to Monroe and just talk to him. He always willing to listen and talk to me. But you know, you know, outside the sports world, he helped me out a lot. But in the sports world, for me, just watching how they like, prep and how they, work hard and do stuff was had to be my cousin Reggie Potts and Britt McGill.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. That them two definitely just watching them dudes just work and know the game of football was different. I used to talk to my cousin Reggie a lot about football, and he just to break things down. But then a guy that's my age doing the same thing was Britt McGill,
Okay.
and he was just special. But that's one of my brothers to this day, so definitely shout out
That
to
was
him.
great, man.
Yeah,
Now
yeah, man.
speaking
Britt was
speaking of coaching, you are embarking on your coaching career. I'm pretty sure you
oh
started
yeah.
that years ago because I believe I want to say 2017 or
Mhm.
18. I seen you coaching Southwest,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kids.
yeah, yeah,
Go
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ahead and talk about how you even got started in coaching. Because for one, that is not a task that you just do because you play football, because you know football. It takes a
Yep.
whole lot of other patience, uh, 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 dedication. It's a lot that goes into coaching, especially when you're coaching little kids. So just go ahead and talk about what got you into coaching and how much did you enjoy coaching.
So once again, I got bullied into coaching.
My boy ain't have no say
I
so
have no say so
in
nothing,
nothing.
bro. So it was this guy that was around the hood. He used to come to my brother, come to my mom's house. My brother, uh, my brother man used to stay upstairs in the attic. He used to come play man, smoke weed or whatever. Boom. He used to come. His name was Rod Tom.
Okay.
He used to call me Rabbit because I was very very light skinned and I was very very fast. So he used to call me Rabbit. So one day he called me like, "You're Rabbit. I need you to come up here, to my practice and just teach these kids, a couple things, a couple drills." I said, "Bet I could do that." And by the time I left helping them do the drills, I was the offensive coordinator. So like, what the fuck? So yeah, we went all the way to Disney, bro.
Yeah, that's dope. Off of you not even supposed to be the coach and end up being the coach, taking the team all the way to Disney.
Yep.
That's crazy. Now
Yep.
you did have some time. I seen you spend some time at Aquinas with your brother when he was the head coach at Aquinas
Yeah.
last year. How was
Yep.
that?
That was very, very dope, man. Like I hate that everything that happened. But it was very, very dope for me to be there because um it was a different it was another level of bonding with my brother.
Okay.
From so like we'd bond, we'd go bowling, we'd
Mhm.
chill, watch the game, whatever. But being in the meetings in the film study and just watching him break shit down was different. So I'm like I know I got a very, very good football mind,
Mhm.
but seeing him break things down in a different way, I'm like, yo, this is why this motherfucker was this good, bro. It was just different. It was different, and it was kind of fun, man. It was exciting. It was fun. It was very, very a lot of hard work though. Very, very hard work. But it was fun though, man. I won't take nothing from it. It was fun
So
though.
you say
It was definitely
well,
fun.
so you would say you were learning the whole time from
I
Big
was
Bro.
learning the whole
Okay.
time. I was learning the whole time, man. But also the good thing about it, like he had listened to some of the like output that I like, hey yo, you should do this right
Mhm.
now, and he like, all right, and he'd do it, and he'll come up to me like, yo, good call.
That's
I
gotta feel
appreciate
good.
it. I
gotta go.
appreciate it. So fuck it, we don't play there. We don't coach there no more. So like I said, so we played against McQuaid, and we can run the ball a little bit, but you know we needed something
Hmm.
else, and we had this play called split, which the lineman, like one side of the lineman will be zone
Okay.
blocking, and the other side of the line will be like man blocking. It's some type of, I forgot how the scheme went. We didn't run that all game, but we put it in that week for them, and
Okay.
we didn't do it. So it had to be like the fourth quarter. And I'm like, yo, Mo, run split, run split. So all right, I got you, got you. So he ran stretched in one play, the set split
Hmm.
up. Then he ran split, and that's when one of the best running backs I seen to this day, Darion Battle, busted off for like 70. I said,
Mm.
fuck yeah, Mo. He ran to me. He's like, yeah. I said, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. That's real hype,
Now
man. We finally beat McQuaid, man.
that's definitely a great experience, man.
Yep.
I had the opportunity in 2019 to coach with my dad for the North Street Baden Bulldogs.
You say you coach with your dad?
Yeah. He
Oh,
was
he
the
the one that
offense.
got 14 kids?
We got 14.
That shit crazy, dog.
Indeed. So I already know how that experience is. Cause like you're bonding without actually like I won't say not bonding because like I don't know it's kind of hard to explain because you're all doing the same thing, but you just enjoying like being around them. Because my
Mhm.
little brother actually played; he was our starting quarterback. So my dad was a coach. I'm
Which
defensive
number was
coordinator.
he? Was he the ninth kid or?
Shit, it's so many. He probably was nine, like you said. That sounded about right. Like for real, for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie. That might be. He might be the ninth kid. I ain't gonna lie. He might be the ninth kid. And my little sister was cheering, so it was a whole family thing. So that's definitely dope.
That's dope.
Now, shout out to Tommy Love, man. Tommy Love is the owner
Oh
of
yeah,
the
for sure,
Upstate Predators
for sure.
football team. He has now expanded that to the Upstate Predators, the youth team, and now he has an Upstate Lady Predators,
Yeah, man.
which is the professional football team for the ladies. And
Yeah,
he asked
man.
you to be the head coach. So go ahead and explain us how that came about.
Okay. You want to guess how I
You
got
got
into that?
forced into this too.
Yep, man. I did, man.
I'm waiting.
So
Don't say so.
so this how this went. So my brother, he held a all girls camp,
Okay.
right? And some girls from the Lady Predators was out there working out, like Sharice and this girl named London and
Okay.
somebody else was out there, helping out in the camp. And they told us that they played. I said, "Oh yeah, Tommy Love is my brother. That's my guy." And they were like, "You should come coach." I said, "I come help out, but I'm not gonna coach. I help out. I don't want to coach. I don't want to be that coach." And they were like, "Please, please, 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 please." I said, "All right, I come coach." So I called Tommy right then and there, like some dumb shit. Like, "Yo, coach, yo, dude, I'm gonna be the head coach next year for the Lady Predators." He said, "All right, well, we'll talk about it." So then, like some like probably a couple months later, 2 months later, some shit happened with the head coach
Mm-hmm.
there. Like I guess some I don't know the gist of it, but something happened. So they needed the head coach, and motherfucking called me on two-way with him and his sister. Like, "Yo, you really want to be the coach?" I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll do it." So yeah, and I'm stuck with these girls, and I love all of them. I love all of them. They pretty cool, man. They pretty dope, man. It's nice to be around people that want to learn the game and want to do it the right way. It makes your job that much easier.
What would you say is
So
the biggest difference between coaching females and coaching males? Because there are two different personalities for
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
They are more uh, uh, uh and
Yeah,
will listen. They'll listen a little more than males because they know
they
they
def
can learn a game.
they definitely listen a lot better than men.
'Cause
They
they
do.
don't think they know it all. Not they don't in this background.
Yeah.
They don't think they know it all. How most men think they know it all.
They don't, but they also ask questions too, though. So that's what I like about it a lot. They ask questions, but the difference is it got to be the speed and the physicality of it.
Okay.
That's the most different thing that I see. Um, you know, um, I got some girls that can play
Hmm.
though, that can play and they do their job. Like I have like my linemen. I'm in a chat with I'm in a chat with like my skill guys. I mean my skill ladies. the whole team and my linemen. My linemen go to the gym every single day, bro.
Mm.
They go to
They
the
take
linemen
it serious.
together. Yeah, they take this shit serious.
And that's what I was
So it's
saying.
like,
I was saying that one of my pods earlier this week, how I enjoy watching female sports strictly because they don't know how to take plays off, right? Like
mm-mm,
guys, we know how to take plays off here and there, save some. They are full throttle the whole time. That's why if you watch like
mm-mm.
basketball games, they have so many turnovers because they go 1,000 miles per hour. And I can always appreciate females or any athlete giving it they all. Like some guys, want to wait to the fourth quarter to turn it on. They turn it on as soon as the game start. They gonna give it they all. So I'm
Yeah,
definitely
man.
excited to see you guys play this year.
Yeah, man. I can't wait, man. I'm very, very excited, man. I'm excited for the girls to. So, and the crazy thing about that, though, when my first meeting with them, when I called the meeting
Mm-hmm.
and they showed up, and the first thing they was really saying was like, we just want to learn the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bet, like I could teach you the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could do that. I could teach you the game. And that's what it is. And that's what I've been doing this whole time. And I'm still teaching them things and just the reason why teams move in motion. And teaching them and stuff like that. So it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be very, very exciting, man, to see this team go out there and play football, man. It's gonna be definitely they're definitely gonna be different from last year. I can tell you that.
Okay. Would you say you had any issues with recruitment? Because this is ladies playing football. So was
Um,
it was it difficult gathering enough females to actually build a team, or is there enough females in this area
it,
that is eager and willing to play?
yeah, I got some
Okay.
females. I got some females. It was difficult for the linemen to come at one point, but they started to come around, and I got some good linemen.
Okay.
Skill,
When you guys
skill.
first game?
Our first game is in 19
Oh
days,
wow, we
man.
close. We right around the corner.
Yeah, 19 days against a Buffalo team, so I'm excited.
Can I get a prediction?
Mm. Like score wise?
Score wise, it could be simply a W, or we're gonna like just how you feeling right now? Are you feeling confident as a coach going into your first game?
All right, I'm gonna tell you this though. We I, I don't know these teams.
Okay.
I don't know the coaches. I don't know no girls on that team. I'm trying to end the game at halftime.
Oh wow.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now that's a bold statement. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a bold statement because one thing about this league of females playing, it's starting to pick up for real, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
starting to get
yeah,
a lot of good players in
yeah,
these
yeah.
leagues, and a
And,
lot of these players are taking this shit very serious.
and the reason why I say that is because I watched. I wasn't this confident at first until I watched film on all the other teams that we
Okay.
played, and
You can-
seeing it, seeing the way the style of play they play, the girls play. I'm like, I know me and my coaches prepare our girls way
Mm,
different than how they prepare their
okay.
girls.
Yeah.
Everybody play the same, and my offense is nothing like what they're gonna see. Nothing like that. And I know that my defensive coordinator, Quee, he definitely
Shout out to Quee.
is, yeah, him and Shamar, I know definitely is not gonna they're not gonna look at no defense like how they look at our defense. So it's gonna be
So in
different.
this league,
So
it's basically because you're not gonna go against a team who got 80% just straight great talent, right? So
yeah,
it's gonna be always mixed in. Teams probably gonna be even when it comes to talent, but it's gonna separate is the preparation, right?
yeah,
Calling plays, having
yep,
formation, being
yep,
fundamental now,
yep,
and that's all basic stuff. So y'all key on that.
yep,
That's gonna give y'all advantage going into every game.
exactly, man. And then going when you have athletes, you gotta if you got multiple athletes, you gotta use them, man.
Mm,
And I have literally I have 5 girls that can catch the ball very well,
okay,
and I have 3 running backs that can run the ball very
and that's a
well, and I have a
lot compared to things.
right, and I have a quarterback that can run and throw the
Mm,
ball very well. You can't give me that.
Now,
So
where can fans find any information on the team, any information on the game?
we have a page up, Lady Upstate Predators
Okay,
Facebook page. You can also follow Tommy Love. That's the owner. He posts regularly. So yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, man. And thank you for
of
having us.
course.
Thank you for having me. And I need, when you done with this, send me your address so I can send you our Lady Predators jersey, man, that we got for you.
For sure. I'm definitely trying to put it back up there on the wall. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
some
for
pictures of
sure,
them too
man.
after the game and crop them up, put them on the wall.
For sure, man.
Who would you say is a player that teams need to be watching out for this year? Just give me one player that teams need to be watching out for.
I can't just give
Oh,
you one. I gotta give you a
okay, well,
couple.
give me a couple then.
All right. I'm gonna start off with our Olympic person that's going to be. She's going to try out for the Olympic team.
Nice.
London, yeah, London Benjamin, man. She's legit, man. I call her slave feet.
Hold up, wait, hold on.
Yeah, man.
Let's
I call her slave feet.
let's break that down, man. Slave feet is crazy.
She fast as shit, dog.
Okay, enough said.
Yeah, she fast, man.
Okay,
She really fast. Um, I have hmm, have a lineman named Nija.
okay.
She's a dog. I like her a lot. Um, Lola, she's new,
Okay,
but
shout
she's a
out.
dog. I like Dee Dee, my
Okay, yeah,
girl
shout out to
LK.
Didi, man. Didi, my
Yeah, Dee Dee.
classmate, man. Shout out to
Yep, Dee Dee.
Doug, man. She
LK.
the ones. Okay.
Rashida. I just named all my linemen. I
Name
had to show
everybody.
them
Let's
love.
go.
I had to name my love. But
Hold on, I think we lost him. Hold on, y'all. Hey, one more time, man. If y'all in the chat, man, go ahead and drop them folds for me. Go ahead and drop them folds, man. Let the people know y'all watching the 4th Quarter podcast. And I definitely appreciate every last one of y'all. Next pod, I will be doing a raffle. I will be doing a $50 gift card raffle. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. 1 second, y'all. I'm pretty sure he got a phone call. It happens every time. I definitely got to end it the right way. And shout out to them Lady Predators, man. Definitely looking forward to watching them this year.
my bad.
You all go. You all go. But we
My
got like
bad. Yeah.
five questions left.
All right. No, so let me go back to. So I gotta go back. Let me see. My quarterback Adriana.
Okay.
Adriana, she's a playmaker, man. I was talking to her today. Actually, after this game, I'm supposed to be playing her in Madden. I'm gonna kick her ass in
Oh,
Madden.
okay. Should he playing
Yeah,
Madden?
yeah. I have Tubbs, Marquita Tubbs.
Okay.
Um, Heather.
Okay. Shout
Heather Ace. I got my whole team, man. My whole team is
out
somebody
to the
that.
Lady Predators,
Yeah,
man.
Lady Predators, man.
Now,
I got a lot
what
of girls. Love.
what
I
would
got a
you
lot of girls,
uh
man.
what would you say is your coaching style? Are you a laid back coach? Or are you a rah-rah
Yeah.
coach?
Nah, I'm laid back, man.
Laid
I'm
back?
laid back. Yeah, that they was talking to me about that today at practice. Like, coach, man, you gotta curse these refs out. I said, nah, man, I'm chilling. I be laid back,
Now
man.
you saying that now. I
I'm
don't
telling you.
see. Listen. You are cool, calm, and collective. I will give you that. But I see when shit is going bad. I seen you get right. Let's just say that. When shit was
Stop bringing up
going
old
bad,
shit,
I
man.
seen you get right.
Stop
So
bringing up old
I'm
shit,
just
man.
saying, are you gonna be able to be composed
I grown.
if you got a false start, if you got an interception, if you got a fumble?
Oh, yeah. I'm a yell like, what the fuck? But I'll be all right. I'll be all right after that. I'll be cool.
Now I'm not gonna lie, man. You coaching these females is very fucking dope, man. We have to
Yeah, man.
inspire everybody, not just men and women. So definitely changing the whole game by having these females play. And female sports is taking off right now, man. Let's just give a shout out to all the female sports right now, man. All the female athletes. Now, I got a couple bonus questions, man.
All right.
How in the hell did you become a Colts fan?
All right, want me to be honest with you? So
You got forced.
my brother.
You got forced into that too.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay.
I picked myself.
Okay.
So first of all, I played for Southwest Colts.
Okay.
That was the leeway.
Okay.
But then my brother, Mo, he went to Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Marvin Harrison went to Syracuse. So one year, the year that they drafted Peyton Manning, my brother went there to work out with
99?
Marvin Harrison. 98.
98. Okay.
So Mo went to go work out with Marvin Harrison. No, he didn't go work out with Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison was just there working out in the dome. Especially not the dome, the Manny field. That's what they called it. The Manly field. They had like turf in there, whatever.
Gotcha.
Boom. So Mo was working out with them, him and the receivers and Marvin Harrison. And after the workout, Marvin Harrison, I'm watching him work out. I'm like, this nigga is moving smooth as hell. Like the smoothest shit I've ever seen. So, and Mo like, yo, he played with the Colts. I said, bet. Right then and there, like, I'm a Colts fan. But then the nigga said, the dude Kevin Johnson, he played for the Browns. He said, yo, how you feel about, the dude y'all just drafted, Peyton Manning? And all his words was like, he's gonna be the best quarterback ever, and I'm gonna put him on the map. That's what he said.
Lit.
And that's what the fuck would happen.
Sure happened. He was one of the greatest quarterbacks ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I just see you Sunday after Sunday complaining.
Yo, bro,
you guys are probably more miserable than Cowboy Nation. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Y'all going through it worse than us.
Nah, yeah, something wrong with y'all. But
yeah, but everybody know that though. That ain't nothing new.
Yo, but I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand like these dudes, like these GMs though. Like,
okay,
like the dude. No hate on the dude AR at all, bro. Like the dude never shot the ball well, ever.
He had a small sample size to even go off of before he came to the NFL.
Right, so, like the dude was shooting 50% or 40% in high school, in college, and you draft him number 4. Why? Because he's 6'5".
Potential.
Fuck that potential. You need somebody that can throw the ball, bro.
Okay, well,
you playing?
If y'all don't, then who? If not him, then who?
Well, at that point in time, you go get somebody else, and you let Gardner Minshew that almost led you to a freaking playoff. You keep him again.
Yeah.
You keep him again.
But if they would have did that means y'all would have probably got close to the playoffs or got in the playoffs and lost, and then y'all gonna have a low draft. High draft pick. Low draft pick. And I'm pretty sure that's how they was thinking. They tried to get that.
Well,
where do you guys pick this year in this year's draft?
14.
Oh yeah. Damn, y'all can't. Yeah. Ain't gonna be no quarterback left by time.
Well, Jackson Dart. I like Jackson Dart a lot.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind it.
But is he first round worthy though?
To me, I think he's the second best pro ready quarterback in this draft.
And who would you say is first?
Cam Ward. Cam Ward is legit, man.
You think he's more pro ready than Shador?
Yeah, because Shador play spread offense, meaning everything is like already like he just plays spread. So it's
Shador makes NFL decisions though.
Yeah.
Can't make childish decisions with the football.
Yep. Yeah. I mean that is true. I'm not saying nothing about that true, but we've seen Cam play great football before. And we seen Shador make good decisions too. But we also got to put in the perspective that Shador checked down the ball a lot.
But that's what I mean by being pro ready. You're gonna have to do that as a rookie in the NFL.
Yeah, that's fine. But then again, like we can't go off numbers then.
I'd never go off numbers. I go off the eye test. And then I add numbers.
Numbers.
But I'm just strictly saying that Shador is gonna make the quarterbacks lose their job in the NFL by making the wrong decision, right?
Hmm?
They take a check down than a 15-yard sack any day, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I believe Shador is going to be doing more than Cam. Cam, I think, relies on his athletic ability and his arm strength to do extra stuff, but sometimes just take the check down or throw the ball out of bounds. He puts stuff in harm's way a little bit too much. So that's why I say Shador is a little more pro-ready, but they both great quarterbacks. I'm not
Now,
going to
when I say pro ready, I mean the style of play
Okay.
that they played in. That's what I say when I say pro ready.
Well,
Meaning,
I thought they bought Pat Sherman specifically for that reason to get Shador ready for the NFL. Because the NFL is kind of leading towards a spread. Like the NFL is no longer the high formation league anymore.
But also you got to get on the center too. You don't see Shador do that a lot.
That's true.
That's why
that's true.
That's why I say pro ready, because sometimes you have to when you get under center, you got to play action, turn your back against the defense, and snap your head around. And you got to exactly know what defense they are playing. We don't see Shador do that a lot. We've seen Cam Ward do that. We've seen Jackson Dart do that. Okay. That's why I say pro ready.
Give me a sleeper out of that draft.
Tyler Shaw from Louisville.
Yeah.
Whatever you pronounce his name. I like him a lot. I think he can throw the ball very well if you get a chance. Will Howard, man. Will Howard and Kyle McCord, man, a quarterback from Ohio State and Syracuse.
Yeah.
Yep. Another, I don't say it's a sleeper, but I say more of a people gonna get his hopes up. Is the receiver from Arizona? Mm-hmm. I don't think he's gonna be good.
Isn't he an older player?
I don't know how old he is. I don't think he's gonna be good.
I don't think he's gonna be good neither. Them numbers don't impress me. Like numbers don't just you can't just show me numbers if your film don't back up like being special. Because sometimes you go by your competition and a lot of stuff. So I just don't go off your numbers. He had great numbers. But people were trying to say he was better receiver than Trav, and that's crazy. He's not.
I think the best receiver in the draft is the dude from Ohio State, Ibaka, whatever his name is.
Is he in the draft?
Yeah, he in the draft. Nah, he in the draft. The dude from Ohio State. I think he's the best receiver in the draft to me, talent-wise.
Top wide receiver coming out of the draft. So
they wide receiver for real.
Okay.
The kid from Mizzou is nice too. The number 3, he's nice. He is nice. The kid from Mizzou. I forgot.
I always like to see what these guys do in the NFL. I really be caring less about college sometimes, unless they just crazy. But I gotta see what you do in the NFL. It's a whole different speed, different physicality, different playbooks, different leagues. So you show me something in the NFL, then that's when I can start becoming a fan for real. And that's gonna take 2 years. You can't just give me one good year. So that's how I like to grade players. But we shall see.
Definitely.
Another bonus question is: are you the best athlete in your family? Now, before you answer that, this is including everybody, because you got 1,000 fucking cousins, right? So, answer that question. Go ahead. Are you the best athlete in the family?
When you say athlete, you mean like I could play every sport?
Isn't that an athlete? Isn't that an athlete? Yes.
I'm just asking.
I ain't say football player. I said athlete.
Okay. I'm going to be totally honest with you, okay? Yeah, I'm the best athlete in my family. What? Hell yeah.
I wasn't expecting no other answer. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Best
athlete in my family too. Shit, that's how it's supposed to be, man. And you put the work in, so like you're just talking.
Yeah, I can bet. I'll beat their ass in basketball, football.
You know they're gonna have something to say about this.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm making sure I clip this.
Block it from my phone. Yep.
All right, another bonus question. So we got the 2028 Olympics coming up, and it's gonna be back here in the U.S. In Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Are you trying to make that team? Are you trying to go ahead and participate?
In the flag?
Flag?
Nah, I can't, man. I wish I could.
Over?
I can't. It's over, man.
I thought you was gonna try to go get you a gold medal.
Nah, man. Nope. I promise you though, if I didn't have this back problem, man, I definitely would. Okay,
well, speaking about that, let's talk about the youth, man. Let's talk about your kids, man. How many kids you got, man?
Got 4 of them things.
Mr. Shoot the Club up himself.
I got forced into them motherfuckers.
You got forced into that too?
I got raped all 4 times, dog.
Yo, but now go ahead and just talk about what it is, man, to be a father for real, man. Because we don't a lot of people don't give enough credit to real right stand-up fathers, man. I will say that right here that you are one of the real right stand-up fathers, man. Take care of your kids, do what you got to do, and be an example for them for sure. So just go ahead and speak about what your kids mean to you for one.
My kids saved my life.
Nice.
My kids saved my life, man. Especially after my mom passed away. Um, went through very, very deep depression,
Hmm.
and I didn't know how I was gonna survive without my mom and stuff like that, and I wanted to end it,
Hmm.
but my kids kept popping up, and yeah, they're the reason why I'm here to today. That's why I'm talking to you, my kids, man.
So what do we have? One boy, three girls,
Yep, one boy, two girls.
three girls. You know that's karma, right?
I, you don't gotta say it out loud. I know, man.
Now, now, now for your son, a junior, correct?
Yeah, man. Yep, Eddie, man, Eddie.
Do
Yep,
do you think you're putting any kind of pressure on him by giving him that name, or
yep. I didn't
is
want.
that come
I didn't
that
want
come
to.
that come with the territory?
Nope, I didn't want to give him my name. I ain't gonna lie to you. I promise you, man. If I can call his mom, she'll
Hmm.
tell you. I didn't want to name him Eddie because I knew how I felt in high school about
About you, yep,
being a Jackson.
yep.
Yep. So I didn't want to give it that. So I knew he was gonna be. I mean, he was my son. I knew he was gonna have some type of athletic ability, but I didn't want to give it to him. So that's why I let him choose whatever he want to do. Like he don't like the Colts. He like Baltimore. I let him
Mm,
pick his own number. Do what you want to do. I'm just here to help you.
creating his own.
And
That's dope.
create his own thing, and that's what he's doing. And he want to play football. He want to play receiver. He know that. I tell him that, like, yo, you could be better than me. You just got to put the work in. Like, you're
Mhm.
not gonna be better than me if you don't put the work in. And he's willing to put the work in. And I just it sucks because I can't do a lot because of this injury I got. But when you have brothers like Kui,
Mhm.
that that's gonna start taking him to the weight room, and um Tommy, but Tommy's just be a lot, be busy. But when you got family that can help him and mold him the way you want him to be molded, is very, very rewarding at the end of the day,
Yeah, because
So
it takes a village, and
yeah.
I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like, you can always have your two parents, right? And sometimes, a lot of times, that's not enough, right?
Hmm.
Because your parents have supervision on you for a couple hours if they got a job for one, and then the kids
Yeah.
got to go to school, and all kinds of other stuff. Kids have another outside influences around them that two parents might not always do the job as far as raising them, right? You need extra. You need uncles. You need aunties. You need cousins. You need big brothers. You need coaches. Like, it takes a lot to raise a child for real, for real. So it's not a one person job for real, for how everybody try to make it. How special was it seeing him grow up though, man? Because I know that's got to be crazy to see your son go from a baby to now he's becoming his own self
13.
almost. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
So
Yeah, man.
and getting better in
Yeah,
sports and everything like that, excelling
yeah,
in
for
sports,
sure,
like,
man.
got to be a great thing.
It's the crazy thing about this, T baby, man. Yesterday, man, I'm sitting here, watching TV, and this little dude come through the door. Like, what up, Dad? I'm like, what's up? So, how was your day? I'm like, my day good, man. How was your day? Like, you
Mature
good?
question, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm good. I'm just chilling. All right. Somebody go make something to eat. I'm going upstairs to go to sleep. I'm tired. I was like, that's crazy. Like, I'm seeing this little nigga just walk through my house. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a mature young man right there,
yeah,
man.
yeah. So it's like it's crazy just watching him from like my first
Hmm.
baby. Like, I remember holding him and kissing him and doing all that. Now he's like I'm not saying it because he's my kid though,
Hmm.
but he's the most perfect kid you can have, man. Like, all his siblings love
That's
him.
great.
All the kids love him. He's very respectful. He's funny as hell, and he's a he's a dad. But he's something that you can't create. Like let me say this. Like, this Christmas, right? And
Mhm.
I'm asking him, hey man, what do you want for Christmas? He like, Dad, I don't want nothing expensive. You gotta buy the girl something. You gotta buy the girl something.
All
I don't want nothing crazy, Dad. I'm good. Just if you want, give me $100. I'll be fine. I'm like, I'm like, dude, like, that's the best. answer you can give, but nigga, I'm gonna give you something, my nigga. What you want? Like, but just having him say that, like, Dad, you just go buy the girl something. Like, they deserve it. It's cool. I'm like, that's dope. Like,
Nah, that's
that's
great. That
that's
goes to
pretty
show you
dope.
guys doing your job for real, man.
Yeah,
You, the
man.
mom, the
Yep.
family,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
guys definitely
Can't
doing
I
your
can't
job.
just say that though. I can't just say it's all me.
Yep.
His mom is really dope,
Shout out to
man.
her, man.
Yeah, shout out to her. Also shout out, his
Mm-hmm.
stepmom.
That's
She lovable too. So definitely.
now, we were just speaking about females playing sports, man. What's your thoughts on your daughters getting out there playing basketball, track, football,
Um.
flag?
So
Or you just want them to
nope,
chill out?
nope,
You ain't with that.
nope, nope. Nah. See, that's the thing. But my daughters are very, very athletic too, though. Like
Okay.
my oldest daughter, Nyla. Like she kills that cheerleader shit. Like she
Okay.
she kills it. Like every year that she do the competitions and stuff like that, she lives for, when they do that, do the competitions, but she also lives for when they do the little competition jump thing. Like she wins it every year. And
Nice.
she wins it every year. It's like she wants it. But then the crazy thing about it, last year when my brother did the flag football, I mean the girls camp, she participated in it. She liked
Oh,
it. She actually like starting like football. Then my youngest, not my youngest daughter, but my middle daughter, Jalea, she lives in Maryland now. She's an athlete for real. She
mm.
played basketball, she played football, she cheerlead, she do all that. She's dope. She's very, very she rough though. She rough. She rough. Like if she played football, she'd play safety or something, linebacker or something. She rough.
Okay.
Yeah. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, Messiah, she's Puerto Rican, so I'm thinking she's gonna play baseball or something.
So
She gonna play baseball or something.
it's in the blood. You trying to say it's
Yeah,
in the blood?
yeah. Oh shit. I mean, shit.
Hey,
I
baseball
guess.
players get paid that bread. I
Well,
don't know if they got
uh,
a WMLB, but
yeah. I
it
don't know if
probably
they
will be
do, but
by the time she get old enough.
yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
things are
She
going
Puerto
right now.
Rican, so she's Puerto Rican, so I'm gonna try to squeeze that into that. Try
Okay.
try to do what I can do.
All right, my
But
last bonus question, man.
mhm,
What would you say is the biggest difference in high school football right now compared to when you were in high school?
um, hmm, the biggest um, I got a pro and a con.
Okay.
The pro is they have all the technology and the resources. Like like we had YouTube, but it wasn't big like that.
Mm,
So like people like kids can um reach out colleges more, and college can see a kid, a lot more.
mm.
They have huddle and stuff like that
More
now.
exposed.
So I think that's more exposure. That's the word I'm looking for, more exposure. And the con, and this is me coaching. I coached at Arcadia and I coached at Aquinas, and a lot of these kids don't know the game.
Mm,
You understand what I'm saying?
they skipping steps now, basically.
Yeah. So they don't know the game like how we know it.
Hmm.
Like they don't know how to recognize it on the field. Like 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 when I, as a receiver in high school, this is me and my brother taught me this. Like when I get a play, you got to know what I'm doing.
Hmm.
I have a pick a plan on how this corner's playing me. If he's playing me inside and I got an inside route, I gotta give him a move to move
Hmm.
him outside so I can get inside. I gotta do all that stuff, right? These kids don't know that, right? I know this team. I know this when I get out there and put my foot in the ground when before this ball snap. I know to look at the defense. I know to look at the outside corner because he's going to give it away what defense they are in, or they are playing cover three. A lot of these kids don't know that.
Mm.
Okay, I got to run it. Okay, now they run it cover three. I got to run my dig a certain way, or I got to slow play this dig. A lot of kids don't know that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but back in my day, a lot of these guys, we knew that type of
We
stuff.
had to.
We had to, but a lot of these kids don't know that type of stuff now, and that's kind of that's like the pros and cons. So they got way better exposure, but most of these kids don't know the game.
I would say exactly the perfect way to describe AR, right? Because he's
Mm,
somebody who has all the physical attributes,
yeah,
but he missing stuff upstairs, like the
I
simple check
promise
down
you.
or even running,
I prom.
right? So
you.
I would definitely say that these kids are definitely faster, bigger,
Yep,
stronger,
yep,
but the
yep,
IQ are lower than back in the days, right? Because they
yep,
relying on that stuff a little bit too much
yep.
now. Oh,
I
I'm fast. I
promise
don't
you.
need to. Okay.
I promise you this, bro. We got a coach chat, and they hate me in there because I say it all the time. I say, yo, he's a great specimen. Like if you got to play, he's
Just
6'4",
yep.
250. He run a 4.5. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But the dude dumb as a doorknob on the field.
Gotta translate. It gotta
Yeah,
translate. Gotta be the whole package, man.
yeah, man.
Can't just be missing
So
certain things,
I
especially
mean,
at that.
I hope he learns the playbook. Hope he learns the game. But it's and people like, yeah, his ceiling so high and do this stuff. Like, yeah, okay, cool. That means you know, can he do it? Yeah, he can do it. But would he do it? No, because he never really had to do that all his life. So it's gonna be hard for him. It's gonna be
He
hard for
needed
him.
a full year to sit behind somebody, like a whole full year, sit back behind a veteran quarterback, and I don't think he had the opportunity to do that.
No,
He
he
played
didn't.
early.
Yep,
He played way too early, and then once you put tape out there, tape is out there. You can't
yep.
take back the tape that you did.
It's over.
All right, man. Any last words, man? Anything you want to tell the people out there? You want to tell your fans? Anything you want to tell your players? Anything you want to tell your
Um,
fans?
nah, I don't really, I'm humbled. Come see the Lady Predators. 19 days, April 20. I forgot the date.
Home
I'm just
field?
ready. We might be at home field because Buffalo they having trouble with their field, but it might be at home. I will be posting it soon, but I do want to say something though, man. I want you to keep being you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I love this shit, man. I
Appreciate
watch it when I can. Um, I always love you, man.
all.
As my guy, man. Just keep doing you, man. When I come to Cali, man, I'm definitely gonna link up, man.
Definitely.
First round on me. Then I drink water after that. But
I
I love you, man.
definitely, man. Love you more, Brody.
Hand on heart, man. Tell all 14 of your siblings I said what's up.
It's gonna take me about 10 minutes to tell all of them.
That shit is crazy. But
It's a beautiful thing. It's a gift and a
yeah,
curse, man. But it's a
that's
beautiful
good though,
thing,
man. But thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you, man. I love you, my guy.
always, man. Hey, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the fourth quarter podcast, man. This was one of the best interviews I've done so far, man. Definitely want to give you credit again and your flowers, bro. Like I said, man. By far one of the best athletes I ever seen, man. You did shit that had me like, how the fuck? Like, why? Like, you one of them players, I ain't gonna lie, bro, keeping it the beam. Like, you one of them players that we look at and be like, yo, bro, like, we know that the NFL is politics because we got somebody right here who we know for a fact
Yeah,
could have played in that league and excelled in that league. So
yeah.
that's a great thing, too, to know somebody who actually could have did it. You feel what I'm saying?
And crazy thing about that, man, and let me say this, and one of my students asked me, like, yo, Jackson, like if you had to like name somebody that your career played out like or play like, who would it be? Like, who would you say your person to be in the NFL, or who you play like?
Who I play
Say
like?
who you play like, who you similar like, who you
Oh,
you know.
as a running back, Pacheco.
I swear to God, I was about to say that, bro. Y'all do
As
run
a running
alike.
as a running back, Pacheco, and that's crazy because that's somebody who I actually seen like.
You told
You know,
me about him too.
somebody can always tell you, like, you run like somebody, like, but you don't see it. Like, I seen it with my own eyes, like, yo, this nigga running like me. You feel what I'm saying? And then other
Yeah.
people start to tell me, so
Yep.
that
You
was
told me about
validation
that.
too. Yeah,
You
because
told me about that.
I told you
You
he
told
was
me about
going,
that.
and I ain't even going to say that he, like, a great running back right now because he not, but I just like his effort that he gives and his running
Yeah.
style, so I
Yep.
definitely appreciate
Yep.
that for sure, though.
So mine, and this might catch a lot of people off guard, but if I'd have made it to the league, I think my career and my stuff would be like Santana Moss.
That's perfect,
So
bro. That's
God,
that's perfect, bro. That's perfect, bro. That's spot on.
yep,
That's spot on like the
Santana Moss,
Pacheco one,
man.
bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's
Santana
spot on, bro.
Moss, man.
And I believe his career got cut short because of injury, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because
Yep. Mm-hmm.
he's one of
But
them ones, man. Especially when he played
he
for
was
Washington. I hated
that
playing
boy
against
was
him, bro.
that boy was nice. Man.
He was listen.
He was,
He was so nice. I thought him and Randy Moss was brothers, bro. That's how
yeah, yeah.
that's how nice he was,
He
bro.
was nice,
He
man.
got me related to the other Moss.
Yeah, he was nice though, man. But appreciate you for having me,
Definitely,
man.
man. And definitely appreciate you, man. We're gonna be doing more interviews in the future because I definitely want to get some of your females on here,
Yeah, for
female
sure.
players on here, and get them stepper exposure too. That's what this podcast is all about: is getting exposure to those who need it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in this interview found out a lot about Eddie that they did not know,
It
including
probably.
myself. You feel what I'm saying? So definitely appreciate you tuning in. I mean, being a guest man on the show, and good luck to your season. season. Good luck to you in life, man, and keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like I said, I
Appreciate it.
appreciate you for being a big bro. And I don't call people big bro. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. Let that be said right now. I ain't really, but you are a big bro to me. Like if I need you, I can call you. If I'm saying, hey, bro, I'm about to go to this tryout. What should I be doing? You always never late to respond. Always respond back with positive advice, man. And I love you, bro, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Love you more, man. Hand on heart, man. Keep doing you, King.
Always, man. Till next time,
All
man.
right, baby.
We out.